Hello everyone, and welcome back to Railtour World 5. This is the news that the BR194 and E94 Railtour pack from Train Sim Germany is coming on the 24th of June. I am seriously excited about this. So, the stuff which we already knew. So yeah, the rolling stock that we are getting in this pack is the main method of stock is the DRG BR194. This the crocodile was the first introduced with the Mittenwaldbahn in the form of the OBB 1020, which is one that I have. This is originally introduced in the 40s and 50s. It's an older variant of the OBB 1020. Differences, DRGs are, the DRG version is painted in a plain dark green livery rather than the OBB blood orange. The roof and windows, but also components like cooling pipes, vents, and lights also have visual differences. The technology in the cab is also visually dated with less electrical components and switches, a shorter instrument display, and even older style of telephone. And here's a more comprehensive list of changes, which is bonkers. Train Sim Germany have really gone to town with this. So, air system modifications, train brake valves have been changed. We have a Ducey E94 instead of I60. Different pantographs, different loud systems, cosmetic changes, changes to the overload system, and a weaker electric brake. Then also for the second method of stock, we have the E94 Railtour locomotive. A more modern Railtour variant of the E94, numbered 088, which runs Railtours and which is the one Train Sim Germany had access to in real life with the help of Elektrische Zugforderung Württemberg, who will receive a portion of proceeds, which is pretty cool. I think this is one of, if not the first TSW add-ons with a portion of the proceeds of the add-on going to a specific company rather than the licensee, I should say. It was originally built in 1943, received major modifications in 1970 to become an OBB 1020 and continued service until 1994. It was then restored back into operational condition in 2013 and is maintained by EZW, and it still runs rail tours in the modern day. TSG thanks EZW for their help. We will also get the BYG 516 Umbauwagen coaches, which are pre-war. After the Second World War, German railways had a lack of coaching stock, unsurprisingly, and therefore opted to rebuild old pre-war coaches. Umbauwagen means rebuild coach in English. Over 6,500 of these coaches were in service, and they were all withdrawn in the 2000s. A selection of new and reliveried freight wagons are included. The GBS wagon will be brand new to the game, whereas the ES50 and FALNS wagons have been seen before. The FALNS wagons come in a new DBB livery. So the ES50s were originally included with Train Sim Germany's Niddertalbahn route, and the FALNS wagons were originally introduced with the BR155 add-on for Ruhr-Sig Nord, if I'm not mistaken. So they are quite old. Ruhr-Sig Nord is definitely one of the older German routes in this game, but glad to see that they're getting a new livery. There they are. The GBS freight wagon is a boxcar. They've generally been replaced by Habens type wagons, found largely on heritage railway storage, and was a staple wagon from 1950s to 2000s. So yeah, here's the GBS wagons in the background. They look pretty good. It's just a pity they were replaced by the Habens. I definitely prefer the GBS wagons in terms of look. The Habens don't look that good in my opinion. So timetable services, we will get a fully custom 1984 Link Rheinstrecke timetable, which I'm very glad about. Glad to see Link Rheinstrecke getting some love. It will come with the BR194. It won't be separate. You will have to have the BR194 in order to have the timetable. So it's somewhat similar to the Class 380 timetable for the Cathcart Circle line. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know what I mean. So yeah, the layers into the timetable will be off Linkrhein-Strecke itself, of course, Mittenwaldbahn, Niddetalbahn, and the BR218. This content will be available in the form of a bundle available on Steam. I already have all of this, so I won't need it. The 1984 timetable will have a small number of additional playable services of the original timetable, which was set in 1997. So, I think the one major difference, the one method of rolling stock which we won't have, is we had in 97, in the original timetable, we have a couple of testing runs in the morning and the evening with the Ice 1 off of Kassel to Würzburg. And in this timetable, the Ice 1 was still only a drawing on a piece of paper, so we won't have that. There will be a significant increase in AI traffic. Unique special services will be included. Long distance traffic will feature courtesy of Mittenwaldbahn, which means some trains will be looped. There have also been a number of general improvements made to the route, mainly focused on scenery and water textures. The BR218 add-on will receive a new livery. Cough Cough has already received a new livery. It'll be a blue and cream livery, and it will have a backdated cab. The reason I know about this is because it was already released on PlayStation. Accidentally. So we already do have some pictures of the backdated 218 that we're getting as part of this update, and I'm seriously excited. Like, we've needed a backdated 218, like, for donkey's years. And glad to see the 218 add-on getting some love, but also I'm hoping that this backdated 218 will layer onto Mittenwaldbahn, because the 218 was quite prevalent on the Mittenwaldbahn, if I'm not mistaken. Also, we'll have Railtour services on Pfalzische Ludwigsbahn. The E94 088 can be operated on Railtour services in two scenarios for Pfalzische Ludwigsbahn. Timetabled services are planned to be added. So I'd assume that will be with the next patch. Major patch for the game. Don't quote me on that. That's just a guess on my part. Also, I won't have access to this because Pfalzische Ludwigsbahn, I don't have it, and I have no intention of ever getting it because, among other things, the wrong variant of the Ice 3M is included. The Ice 3M from straight up recycled from Cologne to Aachen is included, when it should be the Ice 3MF that also has French safety systems. I know there's a patch on the Train Sim community website that fixes this. However, I'm not willing to do that. Two scenarios will be playable on both Linkrhein-Strecke and Pfalzische Ludwigsbahn, so 2 apiece. And finally, it will be released on the 24th of June for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store, and Steam for €25, 20 UK pounds, or $25 US. One thing that I should also point out is this thing will not be available for Gen 8 consoles. But at this point, if you haven't got a Gen 9, just please, for the love of everything, just get a Gen 9, because frankly, it's amazing how long we have had support for the Gen 8 consoles in this game. But yeah, so yeah, that is the. So yeah, I can hardly wait for this pack. I am seriously excited. Excuse me, sorry, I sneezed. So yeah, I will be making content on this when it comes out. I think this will probably be a day one purchase for yours truly, because, well, it's more content for Linkrhein-Strecke, which is awesome, and B, it's a German version of the Crocodile, and I love the Crocodile, so hey. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.